Imagine if I told you that just 5 simple exercises could help you stay strong, stable, and independent for the rest of your life. No fancy machines, no hour-long routines, just a few smart movements to keep your body youthful, your joints happy, and your energy high. Sounds too good to be true? If you're over 60, these exercises might be the best thing you do today for your body and your future. And go ahead and let us know in the comments your workout routine, your age, and where you're watching from. The first exercise is the plank. If you've never tried it before, don't worry. It's simple, safe, and works wonders for your entire body. Abs, shoulders, back, and glutes all engage, but the true star is the core. And strengthening your core makes all the difference. It helps you stand taller, rise from a chair with ease, squat without straining your lower back, and even improves your balance. To perform it correctly, lie face down on the floor, place your forearms under your shoulders with elbows bent, push your body up until you form a straight line from heels to head, keeping your abs braced and hips aligned. Breathe steadily and hold for 20 to 30 seconds, gradually increasing the time as you get stronger. To maximize your plank benefits, follow these extra tips. 1. Vary the stimulus. Try a side plank, resting on one forearm and keeping your body aligned sideways to work your obliques and lateral stability. 2. Progress carefully. If the full plank is too challenging, start with your knees on the floor before moving into the full position. 3. Use mindful breathing. Inhale before you stabilize and exhale as you deeply engage your abs, maximizing core activation. 4. Avoid compensation. Keep your neck in line with your spine, avoiding excessive looking down or craning forward. 5. Integrate into daily life. Start each morning with a quick 10-second plank and return to it throughout the day whenever possible. 6. Combine with mobility. Before planking, perform hip circles and spinal extensions to prime your core and reduce injury risk. 7. Track your progress. Note each plank duration in a simple journal and aim to add 5 seconds each week. In addition, complement your workout with hip flexor and hamstring stretches after the plank, as this balances muscular tension and improves flexibility. Stay well hydrated before, during, and after exercise. Water aids joint lubrication and muscle recovery. And do not underestimate the importance of 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep. It is during rest that your body rebuilds muscle fibers and consolidates strength gains. With discipline and attention to form, the plank will become a cornerstone of your fitness, increasing your endurance, protecting your spine, and enhancing the effectiveness of the 4 exercises that follow. Try it today. Start with a 20-second plank and, in a few weeks, celebrate each new milestone. You will be amazed at how this simple movement can transform your health and your life. Imagine keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels without letting your hips sag or lift too high. Brace your core as if receiving a punch, pulling your navel toward your spine, holding for 20 to 30 seconds and feeling your core engage immediately. Progress comes quickly. If the full plank is challenging, try supporting your knees to reduce load while maintaining alignment. Or perform a side plank on one forearm to deeply activate the trunk muscles and obliques, which aid rotation, twisting, and overall stability. The plank may seem simple, but it trains your body to move more safely, more stably, and more strongly, exactly what those over 60 seek. The second exercise, essential for protecting your lower back and keeping your hips strong and mobile, is the chair-assisted hip hinge. This movement teaches you to hinge properly at the hips without overloading the spine. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with feet shoulder-width apart, hands on the backrest, shoulders back, chest lifted, and core engaged. Inhale as you push your hips back, keeping your torso straight, as if closing a door behind you, and exhale as you contract your glutes to return to a vertical position. Focus on feeling your hamstrings and gluteus maximus working, avoiding any excessive lumbar curvature. To get even more from these movements, vary the hinge range by starting with smaller angles until you feel a gentle stretch in the hamstrings, then gradually deepen as your mobility increases. Always synchronize your breathing. Inhale as you push your hips back, and exhale as you squeeze your glutes to lift. Keep your gaze fixed on a point ahead and your chin slightly tucked to protect your spine's natural curve. For an extra challenge, hold a light dumbbell or water bottle between your legs for added resistance, or perform the hinge with one hand on the chair and the other leg extended forward, working balance in an asymmetrical fashion. Repeating these exercises 3 times per week already builds a solid foundation of strength and stability. The plank strengthens the core and improves postural control, while the chair-assisted hip hinge rebuilds hip power and protects the lower back. With dedication, you will feel more confident rising from an armchair, squatting to pick up objects from the floor, or climbing stairs effortlessly. Just set aside a few minutes each day to notice in a few weeks how your body can stay young inside and out, living with independence and fulfillment at any age. Imagine this movement as training your body to pick up a grocery bag or tie your shoelace without losing balance. To perform it, stand in front of a sturdy chair with feet hip-width apart and knees slightly bent. Inhale. Push your hips back as if sitting down, but do not touch the seat. Keep your spine aligned and chest lifted as you hinge forward about 45 degrees from the waist. You will feel a gentle stretch in the hamstrings. From there, exhale, press the floor with your heels, and return to standing, focusing on keeping your torso firm throughout. Perform the movement slowly, prioritizing form. You can place your hands on your hips to better feel the hinge, and when confident, hold a light weight or even a can of soup in each hand to increase the challenge. Later, when balance and strength allow, try the single leg version, the one leg, Romanian deadlift, which demands even more control and stability. Next, move on to wall push-ups, perfect for strengthening arms, shoulders, and chest without the full plank requirement. Position yourself about an arm's length from the wall with hands placed at shoulder height and slightly wider. Inhale. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels, without letting your core sag or hips rise. Bend your elbows slowly, bringing your chest toward the wall, and as you feel the muscle contraction, exhale while pushing away. The controlled cadence prevents wrist overload and ensures each muscle fiber is activated. To further enhance these 2 exercises and maximize your gains, adopt some complementary practices. Always start with a brief joint warm-up, shoulder, hip, and ankle rotations to prepare joints and reduce risks. During the exercise, synchronize breathing and movement. Inhale as you prepare and exhale during the power phase, keeping your core engaged to protect your lower back. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, resting 30 to 45 seconds between them, and gradually progress by increasing reps, isometric hold time, or resistance with weights and bands. Include active rest days with light walks or short adapted yoga sessions to stimulate circulation and speed up muscle recovery. Constant hydration and a diet rich in lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats are essential to repair muscle fibers and keep your joints lubricated. Also prioritize quality sleep, 7 to 8 hours per night, because it's during rest that the most important adaptations occur. Finally, log your progress in a simple notebook or app. Note the exercises, repetitions, weight used, and how you felt. Celebrating each small victory, a 1 second longer isometric hold, 1 more level of depth, or an increase in the number of push-ups, fuels your motivation and reinforces the habit. With these practices, you turn simple movements into foundations of strength, mobility, and safety, ensuring your body stays active, balanced, and ready for daily activities, regardless of age. Imagine yourself standing near a wall, feet at about arm's length distance. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height, fingers slightly spread. Inhale. Keep your body in a straight line from heels to head. Brace your core, and slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the surface until you feel your chest, shoulder, and core fibers activate. Hold briefly in this position. Exhale as you push your body back to the starting posture and repeat calmly 8 to 12 times. You will soon notice not only firmer arms and chest, but your entire torso learning to generate strength for everyday tasks, such as opening heavy doors or rising from a low chair without support. As you get stronger, gradually move your feet farther from the wall to intensify the movement. Then progress to using a countertop or sturdy table, moving toward inclined push-ups, and finally full push-ups on the floor, once you feel secure enough. Next, move into the warrior stance, known for centuries in martial arts, but perfect for anyone over 60. Place your feet wider than shoulder width apart, toes turned outward about 30 degrees, and inhale as you bend your knees, lowering your hips as if sitting into an invisible chair. Keep your torso upright, chest open, core engaged, and gaze fixed on a point in front of you. Feel the muscles in your legs, glutes, and core contract to hold your body centered in the pose. Exhale and hold this half squat for as long as feels comfortable, starting at 20 seconds and adding 5 more seconds each week. These two movements, one targeting the upper body by challenging arms, shoulders, and core, and the other focusing on the lower body by promoting balance and static strength, form the foundation of a simple, complete system to keep your body responsive and stable. To amplify the benefits, incorporate deep breathing exercises before and after each set, as breath control enhances core engagement and reduces anxiety. Stay hydrated throughout the day, avoiding very cold drinks before practice. Gently warm up your shoulders and hips with joint rotations to prepare tendons and ligaments, and set aside a few minutes at the end to stretch your hamstrings, chest, and lower back to prevent tightness and improve flexibility. Integrate these poses into your routine 3 times per week, alternating with light walks, adapted yoga, or simple mobility drills at home. Keep a log on your phone or in a notebook, noting the duration of your wall push-ups and warrior stance, as well as your sense of stability. Share your achievements with friends or family, train in pairs to exchange posture feedback, and celebrate each extra second you manage to hold with confidence. With consistency, mindful technique, and attention to your body's signals, you will not only strengthen muscles and bones, but also bolster the confidence to live independently. Daily practice of these movements builds a solid foundation of vitality, preventing falls, reducing joint pain, and elevating your quality of life. Begin today and discover how each controlled breath and each second of balance can renew your body and mind. No fuss, no rush, only the determination to move better, stronger, and more confidently every day. Keep your core braced as if something were poking your belly and hold that position for 15 to 30 seconds, feeling every core fiber engage, then slowly rise, maintaining a neutral spine and a sense of stability. Over time, work to increase that isometric hold to 60 seconds, continually reinforcing your endurance and postural control. If you seek more challenge, hold a light weight or even a book at chest height. The key is to keep breathing mindfully and remain relaxed, without tension in your neck or shoulders. And don't worry if you can't hold steady without support. Simply rest your fingertips lightly on a wall or chair so your brain receives the stability cue and you feel more confident. The 5th movement, called the dumbbell hip hinge, may not be flashy but is among the most valuable for those over 60. It teaches your body to hinge correctly at the hips rather than overloading the lower back, a much safer alternative to kettlebell swings. Standing with feet hip-width apart, hold a light dumbbell in front of your body, keeping shoulders back and chest lifted. Inhale, push your hips back without rounding the spine, letting the weight move away from your body until you feel a gentle stretch in your hamstrings. Then exhale. Contract your glutes and abs to return to the starting position, focusing the effort on the hamstrings and gluteus maximus. This mechanic strengthens exactly the fibers that ensure your stability when rising from a chair, climbing stairs, or picking up objects from the floor, preventing strains and chronic pain. To get the most out of it, vary the hinge range. Start by leaning only 30% of your mobility and progress gradually. Coordinate your breathing to maximize activation. Inhale as you push your hips back and exhale as you squeeze your glutes, and protect your lower back by keeping your chin slightly tucked to maintain your spine's natural curve. If you wish to advance, try the single leg version, holding the dumbbell in one hand and lifting the opposite leg slightly behind you to develop balance and asymmetric strength. Integrate these 5 movements into your workout routine 3 times a week, alternating with joint mobility exercises, ankle, hip, and shoulder rotations to keep your joints lubricated and ready for effort. Hydrate before, during, and after your workouts, as water is essential for muscle recovery and for preventing cramps. Additionally, eat a balanced diet. Consume lean proteins such as eggs, fish, and legumes to support fiber repair, complex carbohydrates to fuel your workouts, and healthy fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil, to fight inflammation. Do not underestimate the power of rest. Sleep 7 to 8 hours per night to allow your body to rebuild muscle and regulate hormones, and include active recovery days with light walks or brief, gentle yoga sessions. Use a training journal to record sets, repetitions, and how you feel, celebrating every improvement, no matter how small, as a sign that your body is adapting and growing stronger. With discipline, refined technique, and attention to your body's signals, these 5 exercises will become the foundation for a strong, stable, and independent life after 60. Dedicate a few minutes of your day to them and discover how small, consistent choices transform your mobility, posture, and confidence, ensuring you enjoy every moment with health and autonomy. Hold a light dumbbell with both hands in front of your thighs, keeping your knees slightly bent, but not locked. Inhale and push your hips back as if you're trying to sit your glutes against an imaginary wall behind you. As your hips move back, your torso will naturally lean forward, but always keep your back straight and chest lifted. Lower the dumbbell along the front of your legs until it stops around mid-shin or just below the knees. When you feel a gentle stretch in the back of your thighs, pause briefly, contract your glutes, and press your heels into the floor to return to a standing position, lifting the dumbbell smoothly. This movement strengthens the hamstrings, glutes, and core, and teaches the proper hip hinge pattern to protect your lower back. Start by performing 8 to 10 repetitions using only your body weight or holding a very light dumbbell. As you gain strength and confidence, gradually increase the number of repetitions or add a bit more weight, always taking care not to overdo it. This exercise is excellent for anyone over 60 because it teaches the hips and core to work in harmony, protecting the lower back during each hinge. It eases everyday tasks like picking objects up from the floor, standing up from a chair, or walking. It improves posture by keeping the torso aligned, develops balance, and all with minimal impact on your joints, making it very knee and hip friendly. Incorporating this hip hinge into your routine brings quiet yet lasting benefits. Over the months, you'll notice that squatting to pick something up no longer feels like a circus act. Descending stairs becomes steadier and lower back discomfort diminishes significantly. To amplify these results, try a few simple strategies. Right after warming up, pair the hip hinge with a quick plank, combining core stability with hip mobility. Alternating dynamic and isometric loads strengthens the neuromuscular connection. If you'd like to vary the stimulus, perform the hinge with your feet on a low step to increase the hinge angle and deepen the hamstring stretch. Another option is to execute the movement on one leg, lightly resting the opposite foot on the floor for balance, which further challenges coordination and control. For those seeking progression, resistance bands are a valuable ally. Loop a band around your thighs just above the knees and gently push outward against the band's resistance as you hinge, engaging your hip abductors as well. As that resistance becomes easy, swap to a stronger band or add small dumbbells, always maintaining proper form and avoiding any back pain. Don't forget the post-workout phase. Gently stretch your hamstrings, hip flexors, and lower back using poses like yoga's pigeon or a forward bend with hands supported. Also include an active recovery day, light walks or swimming, to keep circulation flowing and aid muscle repair without overloading the body. Nutrition plays a key role too. To rebuild muscle tissue, eat high-quality protein at every meal: eggs, fish, chicken, legumes, and a handful of nuts. Low glycemic carbohydrates, such as oats and sweet potatoes, supply steady energy for your workouts, while healthy fats from avocado, olive oil, and walnuts help fight inflammation and protect your joints. And remember, hydrating before, during, and after exercise ensures joint lubrication and nutrient transport. To cement the habit, dedicate 3 days per week to this exercise sequence: hip hinge, plank, wall push-up, warrior stance, and glute bridge, and keep a simple log of your reps, loads, and how you feel. Celebrating each small victory: a kilo more on the dumbbell, 5 extra seconds in the plank, a deeper hinge angle, boosts your motivation and shows how your body is responding. Above all, be patient and consistent. True transformation takes time, but the process is rewarding. By strengthening your hips, core, and posterior chain, you'll not only enhance your performance in daily tasks, but also protect your spine, prevent chronic pain, and gain greater independence, living with comfort and confidence well into your 60s and beyond. This isn't just exercise, it's an investment in quality of life. And that's it. 5 simple exercises that can help you stay strong, balanced, and independent for many years. You don't need a gym, fancy machines, or lengthy routines, just a few smart movements performed consistently. Start slowly, stay regular, and remember, it's never too late to feel better, move better, and age on your own terms. To get the most out of these exercises, it's worth adopting some habits that extend their benefits far beyond your workout time. First, create sustainable routines. Set a fixed time each week, say, first thing in the morning or before dinner, and treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with your health. If something comes up, do at least half the planned routine, because consistency, more than intensity, builds lasting results. Always listen to your body. If one day you feel overly fatigued or uncomfortable, reduce the load, decrease the reps, or shorten your isometric holds. Smart adjustments let you keep exercising without overdoing it, preserving your joints and avoiding injury. And as you gain confidence, introduce small variations. Tap your toes lightly when coming into a plank, lift your hip with one leg in the chair hip hinge, and hold the warrior stance longer, gradually increasing intensity without sacrificing form. Support from others can make all the difference. Invite a friend or family member to exercise with you, even remotely. Sharing achievements, exchanging feedback, and celebrating together strengthens commitment and turns self-care into a social, more motivating, and sustainable experience. If you prefer, join online groups focused on workouts for mature adults. You'll find extra tips, get questions answered, and feel part of a community pursuing the same goal. Don't forget nutrition. A balanced diet rich in lean proteins, fresh vegetables, complex carbs, and healthy fats will boost muscle recovery and reduce inflammation. Stay well hydrated by drinking water throughout the day, and on hot days include natural electrolytes like coconut water or water with a pinch of salt and lemon. Sleep is another indispensable ally. 7 to 8 hours of restorative rest each night not only cements muscle building but also regulates stress hormones and strengthens the immune system. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Turn off screens, keep your bedroom dark and cool, practice deep breathing or brief guided meditation. Finally, celebrate every gain. Whether it's an extra second in your plank, a deeper hip lift, or the feeling of balance when marching in place, each victory, however small, shows your body is responding to the effort. Log your achievements in a simple journal or app, noting dates, reps, and how you felt to track progress and keep motivation high. With discipline, patience, and these 5 essential practices, You'll build a resilient, agile body ready to tackle any daily challenge at any age. Share this video with someone who could use a boost in self-care, and we'll meet again at the next step of this journey toward a stronger, more balanced, and happier life.